Hi, folks. It's 7:45 in the evening at the time I'm starting to record this on Friday, the 20th of December. This is old school. No new thumbnails, no microphones, no makeup, no smart shirts. This is me. It's going to be solstice in a few hours' time. I'm recording this now because I'm going to bed in a minute. And then I'm going to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning at 2 a.m. And I'm going to drive and pick up someone, and then we're going to go down to one of the largest Neolithic monuments in the entire world. And it's one of the best kept secrets in the world. Very few people know of its existence, let alone its location. And we'll be there for, I don't know, something silly like 6, 7 a.m. in the morning to see the sunrise at 8:15 a.m. UK time on the location where I'll be. And that's going to be the last sunrise of the old year for me, because we're going to stay where we are. Because, yeah, sunrise is at 8:14:40, something like that. And then 67 minutes later, it's solstice. Solstice is tomorrow morning, Saturday the 21st of December at 9:21 and 37 seconds or something like that AM UK time. So 10:37 Central European time, 4:21 AM Eastern Coast time, 1:21 AM LA time. It's solstice. Solstice. The sun is still. The sun is directly overhead over the Tropic of Tropic of Cancer, 23 and a quarter, 23 and a third degrees south of the equator. The sun is at its lowest point on its cycle in the northern hemisphere. It's summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. Hey, great! Enjoy the brightness. In the northern hemisphere, we're at the darkest time of the year. As of 9:20 tomorrow morning, the days start getting lighter. The light starts coming back. I've been doing so much work on this documentary in recent weeks, so I'm now so totally immersed in the way that the Greeks and the Romans saw the planets. Especially at the moment, I've been doing a lot of work on the Roman cults of around 300 AD. Orphism, Mithraism, and particularly the cult of Sol Invictus, the invincible sun. And as of tomorrow morning, the sun's going to come back and we start the new year from my astrological perspective. It's a fact that only in about 365 AD, when Constantine in Rome converted to Christianity, and astrology took a big back seat from then on, that even at that stage the Christian church had to sort of bend its ideals around festive dates to fit with existing dates, which is why Christmas Day was put so close to the winter solstice, because that is a direct correlation. But 2024, what a year it's been. The Jupiter Uranus conjunction for a start off. And it seems surreal to me that a year or two ago I recommended to two of my friends who said they were going to get married. They said, "Where's the best place for us to get married?" And I looked at their astrocartography and I said, "Oh, well, it's going to be really nice around the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. It's going to be really good for you in Tasmania." Next thing I know, they're getting married in Tasmania and I've got an invite. So I flew to Tasmania. I know, lots of things wrong with that, but I did. And I did a live stream with Rick Levine, and it was being hosted in South London. I was in Tasmania, Rick was in Seattle, and it was it worked. God knows how it worked. It worked. Then we had Pluto moving into Aquarius and the Mars-Pluto opposition in more recent times. And there's some pretty big things coming up in 25 for me. I'm doing a big gig with Penny Thornton at the end of February, which is now nearly sold out. There's about 15 tickets left. And there are definite rumours, as yet unconfirmed, no contracts have been signed, but money has changed hands, of a big gig somewhere around the start of May. More of this and it's going to be big. More on this in early January. And there's even bigger talk of a really big astrological gig sometime in April 26. And it won't be in Europe or India or the US of A or the North American continent. There's some big stuff coming up, and it's lovely to be involved with stuff like this. And 2024 has been a watershed moment for me. My game has upped. My YouTube's gone up. Somehow I've got an Instagram account. There's some people I need to thank. I need to thank the Croydon Collective, Kayvan and Razine, because without them being my producer and fixer, I couldn't have done everything I'm doing now. I need to thank, my mate Rick, yeah. Crazy old guy, but a really nice guy. I especially need to thank the people at Astrology Hub who have really, really helped me. And then there's the documentary. This was a random idea 20 years ago, and I tried to do it 4 or 5 times, but now this year it's happening. We've completed 7 weeks of filming in Morocco, Spain twice, London, the southwest of England, Bath, Glastonbury, Avebury, Vienna, Salzburg, Mount Olympus, Athens, Florence, Bologna, Rome, and there's still more to come. And we've recorded the narration for 5 out of 10 episodes. And now we're beginning to look at marketing. It's happening. And we are still on schedule. I've got this driving ambition to get the first 2 to 3 episodes out, at least in first draft form, but out for public consumption by the end of February, and I want the whole thing out by May, June. And everyone's looking at me and going, that's not going to happen. I'm thinking, well, we'll see. But it's happening. The history of Western astrology, the Western Astrology Project, is going to happen. So who else? Well, I need to thank, this is an in-joke, many of you won't know who I'm talking about here, but I need to thank ABGT. Because ABGT have kept me going over the last 3 or 4 years. And if you know who ABGT are, then you'll understand. And there's one other person, I'm not going to embarrass them by mentioning their name, but they know who they are. One's significant other who's got my back. And that's nice. And then there's you lot. There's the membership. Oh, you have no idea what's coming up for you guys. As of 1st of January, the membership's going to go into overdrive. So much stuff. Live streams, scripts, advanced shooting, stuff from a documentary. So much stuff. And there's all of you out there on YouTube. All the comments, even the haters and the trolls. Love you. Even though sometimes I just want to strangle you. And yeah, one little comment sometimes can just make me think, oh my God, I'm useless. I'm crap. I can't keep doing this. Someone out there hates me for it. And I'm thinking, I'll get over myself. 2024 has been a year of revelation. It's been a year where many people have suddenly opened their eyes and thought, wait a minute, what's really going on here? And yeah, from the outside, it seems like the world's going on, the world's carrying on, and it's still as crazy as it ever was. There's been elections everywhere, and politics is still the same, and war is still the same, and the economy and the finances are still the same, and people are struggling still the same. So what's different? I'll tell you what's different. Seems to be a lot more hope. And I don't just mean idle hope. And of course, many people who are really going through it at a difficult level are going to be feeling hopeless. But in this last 12 months, so many people have opened up to a more esoteric, spiritual, astrological perspective. It's becoming the norm now. It's no longer fringe. And this is going to accelerate in 2025, and it's an honour and a privilege to be on the cutting edge of this. It really is. I'll be 70 next year. I mean, the idea of me still being the punk running around the fields trying to change the system just doesn't seem to wash anymore. Doing it with words now. But between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. tomorrow, I shall be getting in touch with the earth big time. And wherever you are, at 21 minutes past 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, UK time, unless you're asleep or unless you're at work, go outdoors, even if it's just into your backyard. Go and find a little bit of greenery where you can actually touch the earth. Put your feet or your fingers into the earth, because that is the moment. It is still. It is a stillness. A time of reflection on what's really gone down in 2024. It's a time where the strength of the dark, the unconscious, the deep feminine is beginning to arise. Not a moment too soon. I'm really looking forward to 2025, and I want everyone to go into this with their eyes open. It's a game changer. It's really a game changer. It's going to be the biggest change in history next year. It's going to be big. My videos will be out very shortly. For membership, we'll get them for the new year in a couple of days' time. A few days' time, 3 or 4 days' time. We're doing the final tweaks, and they're beautiful. We've recorded them in such high quality. Thanks again to the production team. You know who you are. Great videographer in Lisbon, Ayaz. Great production crew in Croydon. Great support network behind me. Happy Solstice, folks. It's the start of a new year. Let's have a good one. Catch you later, world. Bye.